and just push the fucking report.
Yeah. Hold on, Marlon. What was your fucking top 5 rappers?
I mean, the record button's going, but Jay-Z right now.
Fuck it.
Oh, Baby, Dirk,
And
Gunna.
no order, or just
no order. Baby, Dirk, Gunna. That's really my top 3. I mean, I guess I'll throw Young Boy in there, and probably
Baby. Oh no.
Yeah, and Juice WRLD.
And Juice.
Yeah,
I like the Baby pick.
The Baby or Lil Baby?
No, not the Baby, not the Baby.
Oh,
I thought he was. I thought he said the Baby.
No, definitely not the Baby. No, definitely not the Baby.
Okay. Let's move on.
Wait, hold on, Pete, I want to hear yours.
Mine, it's so new generation. Like you guys are gonna fucking hate it.
Nah, let's hear it.
Probably like Tyler. It's probably like Tyler the Creator.
It's like
you got
Baby.
Yeet.
No. Oh, actually, yes, I do fuck with Ye a little bit, but he's not my top 5. Juice WRLD, Lil Baby, Drake.
Drake's not a rapper. Oh my god.
Yeah, Drake definitely isn't a rapper.
Okay, fine, not Drake then. King Von.
Who?
King Von. You don't know who King Von is?
Oh yeah, King Von. Okay, King Von. I thought he said
Dev
King
almost got offended right there.
I thought he said K-Von. I was like,
K-Von. Damn. Why am I he did a song with Juice WRLD one time. He did it was like he's from Atlanta. Dev, can you help me out on this? He's from Atlanta.
Lil Baby, Young Thug, Future.
Yeah, Young Thug. Yeah. Him, and that's 4. So my 5th would probably be.
Oh, Future. I forgot about Future.
My 5th. I don't listen to him. I haven't.
42 Doug.
My 5th.
Stop it.
You know what? Fuck it. 5th is Young Boy. All right, moving on.
Oh my god.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
Welcome to the first episode of the Sideline Convos. I'm your host, Justin. You got Marlon, P5, and Dev. We're here to talk about the first round playoffs. Started off. Let's just do a little quick recap. Yesterday, Atlanta just lost the series to the Boston Celtics. Thoughts on that, everyone? Thoughts on that?
It's expected.
Celtics are winning the title.
I don't think it's anything disappointing for Atlanta. I actually kind of feel I like the fact that Trae Young played well in the last 2 games. Mm-hmm. The game winner was cool, but Atlanta never really had a shot against Boston, I don't think.
What about you, Dev? Since you were from Atlanta,
I knew they'd always be competitive, but
I didn't think it was gonna sweep. I think they fought really hard. Honestly, I feel like we played really good. I feel like building up the team. You know, we got a new coach, Quinn Snyder, and we played well. The roster played pretty good against Celtics. Celtics just overmatched us because they have that wing depth, guard depth. The Celtics can pretty much guard anyone in the league, I believe. And Boston did show some flaws, some glaring flaws, unfortunately, that could hurt them in the playoffs, like that they shouldn't have showed, like the turnovers, the immaturity, and this play they played kind of down to the competition, I believe. And Atlanta took advantage of that in 2 games, and Boston has to be careful because they're showing shooting too many threes at time to time, no in between games. So Boston did show some like flaws that could hurt them. I still got Boston beating Philly, but I feel like those flaws could hurt them moving on in the later rounds.
I low-key think so too. I mean, for a team that just came back from the finals, you would expect them to like be a little more polished, and I was a little bit disappointed in that. But I think it's a good start for a rebuild of starting already your season ending. You're ending your season off with the new head coach of Quinn Snyder, and Trae Young has already vouched saying that he's already liking Quinn. They're looking like they already got some good chemistry going. I'm interested to see this offseason though as to what they will do with their roster, because everyone knows like the rumors have been going on for like the past 3 years or so of John Collins always being traded on the trade block, and there has been no moves made every time, and yet he is always the biggest headline for Atlanta every time when the trade.
And I believe I think they probably want to trade him, but they haven't got a good offer off him because honestly he's not a terrible player. You want to get some valuable assets, so I understand why he hasn't been traded and I feel like he's been fitting in the Quinn system a little bit, but it's too late to now. Yeah. You know, you just gotta get rid of him now.
Because
like the chemistry's not really there. And not only that, I've been doing more reports in Atlanta that he's been the biggest advocate. Like really, him and Nate McMillan. It was people talking about Trey. John and Nate McMillan had like a bad relationship too. It wasn't just all on Trey. So like that's why I kind of blame the whole team. Trey is a leader. He's the star player. It's really the whole team aspect, but it was just him and not playing the young guys and AJ Griffin, Jalen Johnson. But
I do like Atlanta's projects though. Not the actual projects. I mean,
projects.
I like.
I was gonna say what?
I like where they're going with like their young ones, like Jalen Johnson. He's looking like a very good wing guy, possibly a very good defender. AJ Griffin is that his name? AJ Griffin.
I'm particularly high on AJ Griffin.
AJ Griffin. I mean, Big O is looking like a great defensive.
He needs to start. I feel like it's about time for him to start.
The fact that like he's locking in on defense and
Okongwu?
Yeah, Okongwu.
It's about time because he was drafted in 2020. This will be his 4th year,
Almost his 4th. He was in the same draft as Zion, I believe.
No, 2020. That was the COVID draft.
Oh, so Luka? No, not Luka. It's the
LaMelo
draft. It's 4 years in almost. This will be up his upcoming 4th year. You said?
Yeah, and I feel like because Clint he has a big contract, so it's like, I feel like we can get Clint.
I feel like there's Clint Capella. I mean, let's let Marlon answer the question.
Oh yeah, Marlon, what did you think of the Atlanta series?
Oh, I expected it to be over a lot quicker. I mean, just
you thought it was gonna be a sweep?
Yeah, 4 or 5 games at most. I did not think it was going to go past 5 games. Look, I picked Boston to win the title. There is some things that are a bit cause for concern. I mean, I see the inexperience of coaching by Joe Mazzulla is some stuff is questionable, and it's could come back to bite him in the butt, and potentially even next series, even though I think they're going to beat Philly regardless. But
you brought up a good point though. Do you think that people have their expectations high because of Ime, first year coach making it to the first time in the finals, and like people think that Mazzulla would be like first year coach also? First time.
Well, no, because Mazzulla made even though their defense isn't the same, their offense is that much better. I mean, they throw up a bunch of 3 balls like it's
but I'm saying like the expectations of like last year the Celtics had the first year coach.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
They made it to the finals. This year they just came back from the finals with a new first year coach.
I don't think it really has to do with the first year coach. I think it just has to do with the team itself.
Yeah, I was going to say the talent.
I just simply think of the Celtics. I think the Celtics up and down the roster.
A loaded roster. Like
I think the Celtics up and down their roster just have the most talented team in the league.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the Celtics are the best team in the NBA.
They have two superstar caliber wings. They have a great defensive point guard in Marcus Smart. Great veteran power forward. Great veteran power forward who can give you a defensive presence on the interior. Robert Williams, when he's healthy, is pretty good as well. Really good rebounder.
Veteran center.
Malcolm Brogdon's been a tremendous
defender, all-world defender.
Malcolm Brogdon's been great for that team. Derek White's been a good player for that team. Grant
Williams be a sniper. And Sam Hauser giving some pretty good minutes.
And those are like
don't forget about
what I just named for the Celtics was like 8 like legitimately starting caliber players.
Yeah.
I mean, and you also have like the backup point guard who could get hot real easily, Peyton Pritchard.
And only that, they have another young guy. Even though he don't play, he's really good. He's called JD Davidson.
He's on the G League though. He's on the G League.
He's in the G League, but he's still a very talented player. Like that's kind of crazy that the Celtics got him, even though he's not going to playing time.
He's not going to be coming up anytime soon.
They just have a loaded team. I mean, I don't look. There's some things that are into question. Yeah, I do agree with that.
It is concerning how they did play to the same level as Atlanta. Like they acted like they didn't weren't better than them.
I think they played down to Atlanta.
I feel like
that was more so in just some games. I feel like towards the end of the series. I think towards the end of the series, like when the series went to Atlanta, I think that's when they started to kind of play down to them. But like in the first 2 games, it wasn't really that close.
I feel like Quinn Snyder started doing a good job coaching job because I saw some adjustments he made by spreading the ball out more, getting more ball movement in the rotation. I feel like that kind of got them when he put big old rotations, throw the wings off, get 3-point shots up. So I'm not saying expose Boston, but kind of get hit Boston holes, but Boston adjusted to it. So like when we won game 3, that was good adjustments by Quinn. Obviously, game 5, that game winner by Trey. It was a back and forth game, and the Celtics kind of folded in that moment. Yeah. And then last game, it was sloppy play at the end. But Celtics, one thing behind the Celtics, the way they did that 11-0 run, they could turn up at any time. And the reason why I'm behind the Celtics they can win the championship because the improvement of Brown and Tatum. Brown's handles have improved a lot from last year.
Yeah.
Malcolm Brogdon can come in and like slow the pace down for him, and Tatum still, people where people are trying to get Tatum on fraud alert. He's still a top 10 great player. Tatum, he impacts the games in other ways and rebounding his defense. So even
improved drastically. By the way, we have to get
and
that.
And his playmaking. So like Tatum, even if he's not like Tatum doesn't have to have a good scoring game for him to win, and I do believe.
I like the way his growth has improved every year. Like first year, it was like he just came as like.
I'll say this in the first round in general. I think people need to take my analysis with a little grain of salt. I watched the entirety of the Nuggets Timberwolves series, so you can trust me. You can trust my word there.
By the way, hot take. I genuinely believe the Nuggets and Timberwolves series, besides the Warriors and Kings going on right now, I think that's the greatest series. I think that was the best series. In my personal opinion.
It was entertaining.
I mean, the last few games were entertaining.
I think the entire season was entertaining.
Game 1 wasn't that entertaining.
I think
Game 1 was a slaughter.
Game 2,
it's not like
Game 2 was fun. Game 2 was fun.
You guys are looking. I think you guys are looking a little bit past it though. Like obviously, I view it as like the reason why I thought it was the best series is because you had two teams that their players, two teams and each individual player had like something to prove. For the Nuggets, it was like Jokic just proving that he can still do it. Like he's that guy. Like playoffs.
Well, the Timberwolves were playing with house money, though. I don't think anyone expected that much out of them. To be fair.
Yeah, but it's also like
Minnesota just didn't play well. I think it was a lot of Denver playing down to Minnesota.
Denver might have played down. However, what I was trying to say was like Jokic was like proving himself again. Like playoffs, he's ready. And then the best part
Jokic had a bad couple of games.
He had a bad couple of games, but still, it's Jokic. Secondly, though, also on the Nuggets, Jamal Murray. Man, people have been questioning him since coming back from an injury, saying if he's ready, can he be the former self that he was in the bubble?
Yes, he can.
He showed that. He showed that almost on a consistent basis the entire series. And then you look at the other side at Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards. We can see his full potential of being one of the best scoring two guards in the league.
I really feel like he's gonna be superstar. I'm high. He has superstar potential in my opinion.
Edwards. No, he's gonna be the next Kevin Garnett.
No, for the Minnesota
Anthony Edwards.
Yeah,
I'm talking about like
for the franchise.
For the franchise.
In my opinion, I do.
You thought he was gonna put a 4?
I was like, what?
Nah. I do think
like this superstar player that's stuck on these terrible teams that can never make a title run. And then
Luka Doncic.
The thing is, all right. So I say that with the Wolves, since they got sent home, the Wolves that trade, that Rudy Gobert trade looks terrible.
It's the worst trade in NBA
because like honestly,
best part was when it first happened, everyone thought that the Timberwolves were going to be so much better. By the way,
I thought it would be.
I never thought that. I knew it wouldn't work.
The Ben Simmons contract is pretty bad.
That's the worst contract.
Playing two big men on the floor that can only, and Cat in particular cannot guard anywhere, but then to have Gobert who can't even like switch out onto the perimeter.
The problem is the Wolves. I'm sorry.
That's just
at least have one of them.
That's a recipe for disaster. It sounds good on paper.
Maybe on 2K. Maybe on 2K. The two center cheese. If anyone knows the two center cheese on 2K,
to move Cat to the 4, in theory, it sounds great.
When
you move into the 4, you're causing them to play on the perimeter a bit more against scorers and ball handlers, right?
Yeah. The problem is in today's NBA, they already had a solid lineup with Vanderbilt, Beasley. They had a solid team around it. They just had to keep building because, like, for Cat at center, you need a guy like Vanderbilt, and they had that, and they traded away, and it doesn't make sense. Like, yes, Cat currently played a 4 in college, and he wants to play like a power 4, but that's not today's NBA anymore. Carvey Towns not good enough to play the power 4 because he doesn't have good perimeter defense. Yes, you don't want Cat as a rim protector, but it's better than him being a big body than just out there roaming, like just out there like. You gotta like Cat is better at the center because how bad he's at defense. He can just sit there in the paint and just be a big body and have a roam defender, have help defenders, and make up for it. And not only that,
it's gonna be like a layup lineup.
Yeah, now offensively, he'll be able to dominate centers because Cat, even though Cat is one of the best offensive centers, the best 3-point shooting center I've ever seen. So I feel like Minnesota needs to retool, get some assets back because y'all traded a buttload of everything.
You guys think that the injuries kind of hindered their playoff series a little bit? Like, let's
I
say
think it did.
let's say if McDaniels and
Minnesota. I
Nas
mean,
Reed were available for that
I
series.
think
They
think
still
if
wouldn't have
Nas Reed and
won, but-
McDaniels, if Nas Reed and McDaniels were there, sure, they could probably close out maybe
I think it
one
would
or
have
two
been.
of those
I think it
games.
would have been like 2 games, so like maybe game 6, not game 5.
Maybe they go to 6, but I mean the thing with
they
Minnesota
still would have
was
lost. I mean,
No.
the
I'm
thing
not
with-
saying. I'm not saying they had any chance. I'm just saying it would.
Oh yeah, okay,
It might have
okay.
been like it might have been a better fight for them. It's like we could
Oh, most definitely. Those are key football
we
players.
could have seen what McDaniels could do
Yeah.
instead
I
of
would love to see Nas Reed on a team like
Anthony Edwards has very high.
Also, shout out to the Lakers. Shout out to the Lakers. It
Oh,
was
shout out
just-
to the Lakers.
Yeah, shout out to
Bron.
Lakers in the second round.
it looks
Big
like
boy
they're gonna
Bron.
close out. It looks like they're about to close out Memphis. So
Big
And
boy
I'm not
Bron.
surprised. Y'all want to talk about that real quick, or you want to save it?
Let's switch it to the other side of the Staples Center, the Clippers and Suns
In my
game.
opinion, that's the most
Oh,
disappointing
boy.
series due to health and like people's getting Kawhi heat, but he's actually hurt, and I just feel bad for Kawhi because the meniscus is on the same knee he tore the ACL the other year, and now I feel like he might.
You guys think Kawhi should just call it?
Yeah, as a person, he should because like for your health, your body.
He needs to
Call his
call it
career?
quits.
As a person, yes, because personally, I feel like he should call it because Kawhi Leonard, he's accomplished a lot in his career. He's had a
Two
great
rings.
career, great peak, and I don't feel like
two DPOYs.
Yeah.
one. I think that's one.
no, he has 2. He has 2.
I thought
he
he
has
had
two?
Yeah, he has
Oh
2.
dang, never mind.
He
Finals
went-
MVP.
he went back to
DPOYs,
back. I think.
Finals MVP. I mean, he's got it.
And plus we recognize we know how great Kawhi is. I feel like of course Kawhi Leonard, the injuries piled up is that it's come to a point where you just need to like call it a day, just because life is bigger than basketball, and we've seen Kawhi Leonard, and I feel like Clippers need to retool the Clippers, and unfortunately this Clippers experience didn't work, and now you have to find a way to get younger, get some youth.
You know what I hate though? I hate how like obviously there's nothing against him or anything like that. Injuries happen. I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like the fact that he just kept prolonged. Like it's just so prolonged now that people remember him more of the fact that like he was out more than he played.
True.
And on top of that though, if you do the math statistically, if you do the math, I remember I checked this the other day, and I keep saying this to like everyone over here. I know I said this to Dev and P5 before, but if you do the math of the amount of games he's played versus the amount of years he's been in the NBA, he's only played like 6 seasons, a full 6 seasons, healthy every game.
He's been drafted in 2011.
So out of the 12 years, right? 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
Since the 12 years that he's been drafted, he's only played 6.
Yeah,
he just surpassed his rookie extension. Like,
and you know
how insane that is?
Kawhi, and the thing is with Kawhi, he's really like when he's playing, he's great. Like, listen, those first 2 games, he's awesome. It's not like when he's playing, he's inconsistent. Like, he's amazing.
He was him.
In like 2019, 2021, like he's great. It's just unfortunate. He's like it's unfortunate.
It's not even like a what if.
Kawhi is starting to be looked at around the league as a guy that is. It's not like he's a healthy guy that stays injured. He's starting to remind
me of Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, it's like he's. I mean, he's an injured player that tries his best to stay healthy.
Yeah, and I feel like people owe him apology because like he actually is legit hurt, and this kind of shows now that he's actually hurt. He's actually legit injured, and it's not every player.
Kawhi's knees are gone, bro. He has.
He got to get amputated.
He has more meniscus. Like the bad thing with that, he's gonna miss part of next year too, which is
part of next year. He's gonna miss all of next year. He's gonna miss all of next year.
The entirety of next year.
I'm not surprised.
I don't know if it's the entirety of next year.
Because before his other most recent injury, he used to kind of rush it a little bit. But after the most recent one, he actually took his time to come back. Everyone saw some videos of what he looked like of coming into this current season, and they were like, "Oh, like he looks healthy. He took his time. He didn't rush it." And he looked healthy. So I think this would be, I'm not saying like, I just think that he's going to take his time with this one as well. I don't think he's going to rush this one. I don't think he's
Steve Ballmer needs
because he's also
he's actually a good owner.
His contract's ending also this season as well. So like if when
I think he plays out his contract and retires. If that's what I do. I was like, if I have 2 years left, I'll say I'm gonna stay these 2 years, get my money, and then be out of here.
No, his 4 years are done. His 4 years are done.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Kawhi has another year. He has
one more year. Oh, he has one more year.
Okay. He has another year. Then he has a player option.
Okay,
so it's really 2 more years.
So
if I'm Kawhi, I take that money. I take that 2 years and then call it quits.
You think he'll be like Derrick Rose?
It says here,
regardless if he call it quits or not. I
don't think his game because his game hasn't regressed.
No,
but here's the thing though. If you're the Clippers,
a pity superstar that's a vet now. A pity superstar that's
but he can't stay on the court. I mean, it's
not really.
Here's the thing with the Clippers. It's like, what do you do?
Derrick Rose not a superstar anymore though.
What do you do?
Dude wants him, bro. Nobody is gonna want Kawhi if he keeps.
Yeah, but it's like, what do you do if you're the Clippers? It's easy to just go around and say, "Oh, it's
Paul George.
Kawhi. Trade them for like 5 first-round picks and Victor Wembanyama. Easy like that, right?" No, Kawhi has proven that this is who he is. Kawhi Leonard is a guy who's going to have to be managed throughout the season, throughout how many games he's played, throughout how many games he plays. He's going to be on minutes restrictions. He's not going to be playing 55-plus games. I'd be shocked if he ever makes another All-NBA team.
That the Clippers, their roster
he might never qualify to make the All-NBA team.
You know what, though? You know what, too? On top of that, like you can't even say, like, oh, it's Paul George and Kawhi's fault. Look at the moves that they made this trade deadline. They looked like they wanted to win the chip this year.
Yeah, because the West was wide open. The West was wide open.
They made some of the biggest moves, acquiring Bones Highland coming off the bench. They got Russell Westbrook. They also got Mason Plumlee. Like they wanted to win.
The Clippers are deep. They're very deep.
That they wanted to win. The Clippers are deep, but they're also old. Like
they're also old.
Russell Westbrook's old. Gordon Hayward. I mean, what's his name? Eric Gordon,
Norman Powell,
Nicholas Batum, Norman Powell. He's in his prime, so I don't count him.
God, Memphis isn't even making it competitive
that's the thing. The Clippers roster is pretty old. That's the problem. The only young players I know are Terrence Mann and Bones Highland.
And if you're
Terrence Mann, he's like 26.
I like Terrence Mann though.
They also have Brandon Boston on that team, but
I'm talking about the players that already played. The young guys that play.
Yeah, but if you're the Clippers, it's hard to just blow it up because you have so much money invested. Like you're still going to be paying Marcus Morris Sr. $17 million next year.
Yeah, true.
You're still paying Nick.
Yo,
Batum.
By the way, the Morris twins are by far one of the most overpaid nobodies.
And you're still paying.
Where does the other one play?
You're still going to be paying Robert Covington and Nicholas Batum a combined $20 million next year.
Paul
George and Kawhi. Paul George and Kawhi are making like $90 million combined.
Holy shit! I forgot Rocco's on the team as well. Jesus Christ.
Ivica Zubac is on like a 2 or 3 year deal worth like $30 million. Bones Highland has
Zubac is a little bit worth it. Zubac is a little bit worth it.
I keep Bones.
But Bones has a couple of team options coming up that they're going to have to opt into. Eric Gordon has like a $20 million team option.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They'll decline it, but even then, it's like they have so much money.
Honestly, I like Eric Gordon. I would love him on my team.
The Clippers have so much, and Norman Powell signed to one of the worst contracts in the league, in my opinion. I mean, he signed to a 5-year, like $100-something million guaranteed contract. He signed that with Portland.
You don't think that's worth it based on how you played?
No, I don't think Norman Powell can sustain this for like the second half of that contract, though. That's the thing.
He's not.
You're right. What about Westbrook, though? What about Westbrook? Could Westbrook saying that
Westbrook is not going to be a Clipper next year.
They can't pay him. They can only pay him like $3.4 million max.
Yeah. Like
I feel like
Justin, they can't pay him.
I feel like he stays. I feel like Westbrook takes the money and stays.
Well, he's gonna be taking a.
They got no money.
Yeah, they don't have no money.
The Clippers are like way below the. Wait, hold on. Let me
the new CBA.
They literally can only give him like 3.7 million.
Let GMP5. Hold on. Let's see GMP5 handle this. Real quick.
I gotta see if the Clippers are below the luxury tax.
Bro, if Westbrook can only get $3 million, there's no way.
Yeah, I don't think they can get more than $4 million.
He going straight to Miami. I
gotta see the Clippers.
Oh my god, Anthony Davis just put this man in a body bag.
Bro, it's Anthony Davis.
It's Davis, boy.
That is no.
You know what? I'm glad Davis is healthy, though. I'm glad he's back.
Honestly,
Some of the conversations I saw yesterday about Anthony Davis and Jimmy Butler were nasty.
No, honestly, no. I'm watching Anthony Davis.
Oh, yeah, okay,
Anthony Davis is one of the greatest defensive players I've ever seen.
Here's their salary breakdown right here. They're still going to be paying a combined like over $90 million to Paul George and Kawhi next year.
Yeah, the Clippers
and then they both have player options worth almost $100 million combined the year after that. Eric Gordon has a team option. He'll probably decline that. Norman Powell will be into his 30s by the time his contract is over, and he's going to be getting paid $20 million a year in 2026. Marcus Morris Sr. is still going to get paid $17 million next year. Damn. Covington is still getting paid $11 million next year. Nicholas Batum is getting paid $11 million. I mean, Batum might be a little.
They are just blowing away money.
$11 million for Batum. I'll live with it. I'll live.
I was about to say Batum was going to be worth it.
I can live with $11 million. I can live with
Eric Gordon does not deserve $20 million.
Zubac is signed for like $20 million more over the next 2 years.
God damn. Wait, $10 million per year, $10 million per year. I can live with that.
The Clippers and the Warriors have the worst cap space right now.
But the Warriors make it worth it. The Warriors make it worth it.
Mason Plumlee's
Mason
Plumlee's on an expiring contract.
Foundation, though. I mean, like they.
Yeah, but
Mason Plumlee, the bottom. They're not just blowing away money.
Especially the new CBA. It's gonna be hard for the Warriors or Clippers to get off them because the new CBA and play players. It's kind of like a punishment to them, but I feel it's kind of a little unfair to the Warriors because they did build up. The only big free agent move the Warriors made was it was KD.
Wait. And then they're going to be losing even more money because Terrence Mann's contract extension is going to kick in next year.
What is
it? And he's going to go from $2 to $10 million a year.
The Clippers are in a bad spot right now. They
the Clippers they don't have a whole lot of options. They don't have outside of Paul George and Kawhi Leonard and maybe Norman Powell. They don't really have a ton of assets. Is a team willing to go out there and get Terrence Mann for $20 million over the next 2 years?
I feel like some team would.
Terrence Mann $20 million. I pay. I would pay.
I feel like some team would.
I don't know. It depends.
I don't know if I'm paying Terrence Mann.
And then no one's trading for Marcus Morris Sr. No one's trading for Rocco. No one's trading for Batum. No one's.
Eric Gordon. Someone will get Eric Gordon.
No, but Eric Gordon would be signed for. They would lose Eric Gordon for nothing because they would just decline his team option.
I'm not gonna lie. The Marcus Morris contract might be the worst of all of them.
Bro, both the brothers.
Yeah,
I don't know. Markieff is. I think Markieff's the minimum. Is he not?
Bro, they both don't play.
Yeah, they both are bad. I mean,
they both don't play, so it don't even matter.
I just think I've been wanting to say this. I know it'll be hard, but they need to find. If I'm Steve Ballmer, I'm like, bruh, look, we've tried this for 4 years. Our guys can't stay on the same court together. Let's just move on. I know.
Yeah, the best chance they had was in the bubble, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At some point in time, you got to cut your losses, bruh. I don't think there's no point of continuing. Kawhi Leonard is going to be 32 years old.
Man,
Paul George is not getting any younger. At some point in time, you got to cut your losses.
All right, so we talked about the Clippers. Let's talk about the other side of the Clippers game, though. Let's talk about Phoenix. What y'all think about that? I know y'all think me personally, I'll tell y'all my point of view right now. I like this. I like where it's going.
I do too. I'm not on their side. We have two completely different.
For specific reasons. I definitely don't like the way Monty Williams does his rotations. However, I do like the role that KD is taking as almost as a secondary playmaker. He is averaging assists way further than we can ever that we thought that he would be averaging at Phoenix. Specifically, everyone thought that when he was going to Phoenix, he was just only getting he was just getting 30s, and that was it. He's gonna get his 30, and that's it. But he's getting 6, 7, 8 assists per game. On top of that, he's still dropping 25, 27 bombs. And
we had 28 a game in the series. People just play
he averaged 28 a game. What was his average assist? What was his average assist per game for that series?
This series, I know how great Phoenix is offensively on paper. And of course it produced.
I mean, it's not really on paper.
But I mean, it produced. But I mean, then again, the Clippers.
It's not a good sample. It's not a good sample.
No, wait. But that Clippers team is built on a team of just players with reputations. Marcus Morris Sr. still holds the reputation of being a really good 3-and-D forward, right? Rocco holds the reputation of being one of the best 3-and-D players. Kawhi. For some reason, people still hold Kawhi to the same standard defensively that they did 5 years ago.
Offensively, he's still there, but defensively, he's lost his quickness.
They still hold Paul George to that same standard that he had in 2018.
He didn't even play.
I don't know why.
And also, here's the thing: I want to give a props to Devin Booker.
2019, I mean.
Oh yeah, I want to give props to Devin Booker.
Big props to
with all that.
Devin Booker's been playing really great.
Like Devin Boston is probably the best matchup for Phoenix, though.
Devin Booker has been playing amazing.
And I'll say this about Phoenix as well.
Devin Booker has been playing out of his mind.
Hey, and I'll say this about Phoenix.
He's been the best
this year. If they don't win it this year, I think, and whether they make it to the finals or not, if they don't win, I think they're going to be my favorite to win next year.
Honestly, here's what Phoenix need to do.
If they make the right,
they need to move off DeAndre Ayton.
No, that's what I was about to say. If they make the right move, then they'll be my favorite next year because
I feel like Phoenix
if they can trade DeAndre,
if they can trade Tyus Jones to back up Chris Paul, that would be great.
Oh, that would be why would the Grizzlies let him go? Though? That would be stupid.
But, I mean, if
he's a free, I don't know if he's a free agent or not.
No, he's not a free agent.
Yeah, why would the Grizzlies let him go?
He's a free agent. After
I think next year.
Yeah, he's a free agent after
probably
next
the best
year. Unless the Grizzlies extended him, but I don't think so.
Yeah.
But look, the thing with DeAndre Ayton, if the Suns make the right move with DeAndre Ayton, I think there's teams desperate enough to give the Suns exactly what they need. And I'm staring right at the Atlanta Hawks.
It's called a back.
I'm looking right at the Hawks.
Yes,
I'm looking at Clint Capella.
John Collins on that team will be. John Collins, Clint Capella will be.
I'm looking at Clint Capella.
No, John Collins not it. They will go small. I'd say.
Clint Capella.
No, John. I'm saying no. Here's the thing.
No, Clint Capella on that team would be OD.
But to match the contract, it will have to be John and Clint to match DeAndre Ayton's contract. We're paying.
JC would probably have to be in that.
But I'm saying we have to trade JC and Clint to them because we're paying money.
And if John Collins can at least just guard and shoot threes, that's really the only role he's.
That's all they need. Yeah, they have enough offense. That's not.
Yeah, and like if they can, and if they can maybe get a few other defense, like I could see a sign and trade with the Blazers going down. Maybe if they want to get Jeremy Grant and some other wings.
Hold up, Gary Trent Jr. is a free agent.
If they wanted to trade him to Toronto,
he's a free agent.
They wanted to try and get OG.
AP5.
Huh?
I'm with you. The way I look at it this year, the way I look at it for Phoenix is this. Somebody, and I'm saying this like mainly as a KD fan, but for the people out here to think that Phoenix, if you think that you're just gonna get him, you better get him out of here this year because you're not getting them out of there next year. I'm gonna let y'all know that right now. I don't think they're losing next year. So if you want to get them out of there,
next year they will most definitely be my favorite. The only reason they're not my favorite this year because the league is so weird right now.
I got something to say real quick.
But I'm definitely picking them next year.
The reason they're not my favorite is because I think they have. But especially compared to the Nuggets, the flaws that the Suns have defensively are so glaring that Jokic is going to tear that team apart.
Oh, Jamal
Murray and Jokic are going to tear that team apart.
It will be a great scoring game. I'll say that much.
I do think that KD is going to get off.
I do have.
And don't get me wrong, the Suns are going to tear the Nuggets apart too.
I was going to say I don't think I'm not trusting Aaron Gordon guarding.
You know what though? I will say one thing.
Oh man, it sounds so bad when Gabriel's on the floor.
Maybe there is some bias. You guys can tell me, but I thought that once
Thompson.
I thought that once the Clippers dropped John Wall, I thought he would be a great pickup for the Suns as a backup.
No,
bias aside, maybe.
Why are we holding on to these players that are just not good anymore?
What's wrong with John Wall?
John Wall is not an NBA caliber player.
John Wall wasn't like
not Westbrook. I'll take Westbrook out of there.
If I'm Russ, I'm going to Suns.
John Wall is not an NBA caliber player.
What?
Okay. I'm not sure if I'll go that far.
I want to say John Wall's injuries. His injuries caught up to him.
I'm not sure if I'll go that far.
Backup point guard. You don't think he'll be like that?
Actually, no. I'm playing. He might be.
I don't think John Wall solves what that team needs.
As a playmaker, is a playmaker defender.
Campaign also makes and plays
I feel like
defense.
I think they need
Yeah,
more
the
wing
campaign
depth.
is not.
They need more wing depth.
John Wall isn't the same defender that he
Yeah,
was.
John Wall is
in Washington.
egregious defensively now. He's not giving you.
I would say
Man, y'all
egregious, but he's
hating on
not
John
good. He's
Wall.
certainly not good. He's certainly
Y'all
not.
hating on
good.
John Wall. That's what it is.
Who's
I like
hating? He's
John
not
Wall.
good anymore.
Nah, y'all hating. Y'all hating.
No,
He's
look.
not
In all
good.
seriousness, in all seriousness, all respect to John Wall. He had a very unfortunate injury. He had very unfortunate injuries in Washington. It's kind of puzzling to me because I'm a guy that loves the NBA draft. I'm a big guy. When it comes to draft prospects, I love to scout out players after the playoffs, after March Madness, and all that. And I was able to come up with my Brandon Miller over Scoot Henderson take.
Oh man!
But
Ooh.
yeah, we're gonna talk about that later.
We'll talk about
That's another episode.
It's crazy. It's crazy. DeMarcus Cousins and John Wall were both selected in the same class. I believe went to the same college.
Yep.
And they both had Hall of Fame careers
And
that have
college.
just been derailed.
Yep. Shout out to BBN, by the way. Shout out to Kentucky, University of Kentucky.
And
As far as you, Justin, as far as the Phoenix thing,
But Tom Wall to Phoenix, I don't know.
yeah, no, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But
All right, let's move on then. Let's move on.
all right, go ahead.
honestly,
Go ahead.
I have a
we
series
don't
we
want
can
to hate
talk
on
about.
John Wall too much.
I have a series we can talk about. This series.
Let's talk about. Let's talk about the. Let's go back to the East. Let's go back to the East. You know,
It's
where,
the Cavs and Knicks.
Let's talk about where Marlon and I are from. You know, well, our neighbors are from. You know,
The Cavs
New York.
and Knicks. That
The New
surprised
York,
me.
the New York
Definitely not
area.
from New York.
Honestly,
Let's talk
surprised me.
about the New York Knicks and the Cavaliers. Let's talk about that series real quick.
That surprised me.
I think we can always summarize it in a couple words, meaning Jared Allen,
I was wrong.
Josh Hart,
Mitchell Robinson
and Mitchell Robinson and Jalen Brunson. I think those 5 players are basically all. Oh, and maybe Donovan Mitchell.
Certainly Donovan Mitchell.
And Donovan Mitchell. I think those 6 players are all you need to know about that playoff series. Exactly what happened.
But then again, those are like the best players on the teams.
They're the best players on the team. However,
so, I mean,
those 6 players I just mentioned.
Maybe not Josh Hart. I mean, he's pretty good, but
no.
Yeah.
I'm saying like Josh Hart was a standout. Jalen Brunson was a standout. Every Nick I mentioned, standout. Every Cavalier I mentioned, weak point.
Yeah.
That's basically all you need to know about the whole playoff.
And
I mean,
think
the problem, if let's say I'm just a few people.
Yeah,
The problem for the Cavs was that the Knicks finally came to their senses and benched Julius Randle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Julius Randle is just not a playoff performer. I mean, he's just not. I mean,
he's been.
I would actually argue that he's worse than DeRozan. That's how bad he is.
No, he is worse than DeRozan.
I mean,
that's how bad he is.
DeRozan has some. DeRozan has some good games in the playoffs.
I don't think we realize how
bad
bad Julius. I don't think we realize like how bad Julius Randle is.
He is that
he's
bad
like
egregiously
bad.
I've said it before, and I said it before, and I'll say it again. If he's a top 50 player, he is on that 45 to 50 range.
I don't know about that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure about that. He's like around 35, 40 for me.
He's really
We'll do a list next time. We'll do a list next time.
Maybe even 30, 35.
I can argue.
If I'm throwing around names like DeMontis Sabonis around there, you know, maybe
you choose Julius over DeMontis?
I'm not saying I would, but
I don't think he's better than
Sabonis. Category. I put him in that.
I do not think he's better than Sabonis.
But no, overall, from my take on the series was the Knicks defense clamped up the Cavs because the Cavs didn't even score 100 points in one game. The Cavs they kind of exposed how the Cavs team are. The Cavs kind of got exposed their bench, their small forward problems. They rely on Darius Garland. They rely on Donovan Mitchell scoring too much, and Evan Mobley to develop an offensive game. It's just the Cavaliers kind of the way the Cavaliers lost. I feel like they could have lost to any other team in the East.
I feel like
the way they got exposed.
You know what though? I am surprised on Donovan Mitchell only because New York is his hometown.
If I'm being honest,
he didn't even show up. He didn't even show up.
If I'm being honest about Donovan Mitchell, if I'm being honest about the Cavs, they lost the series because one, their stars, their number one volume score did not show up on a consistent basis. I think he had a couple of really good games in there.
Yeah, it's called game two.
Yeah, game one was
on a consistent game. Oh, he had a great game one as well. On a consistent game-to-game basis, he didn't show up. And two, Mitchell Robinson just he was baptizing Jared Allen and Evan Mobley the entire series on the board.
That was
And
bad.
also Julius Randle as well. Julius Randle actually did rebound.
I would like to give
No,
props.
Julius Randle is a good rebounder.
As I like
Josh Hart as well.
I think one thing we should focus on within this channel is giving props to the underrated guys. And I think the underrated guy might have been Josh Hart. However, I'm gonna give it to the bench players on the Knicks. I'm gonna give it to Emmanuel Quickly, Quentin Grimes, and he didn't play, but he did play. Quentin Grimes, Emmanuel Quickly, and McBride guy,
Yeah,
Miles McBride. They all did their jobs on locking up the Cavs star guards, and
shout out Thibodeau too. Shout out Coach Thibodeau.
Shout out to Tibbs.
Yeah, he outcoached the Cavs.
I mean, I've always liked Quentin Grimes. I always liked that.
I love his game. The fact that he's coming in for round 2.
The Miles McBride thing. He's a fine player, but I don't think he's a guy that you can.
Oh my gosh, Linian.
No. Like what? No, I'm not. You're right, P5. I'm not.
I mean, at this point, I don't know why Jaw's still out there. If I'm being completely honest.
P, you're right though. I'm not saying like he's a good player. I'm just saying like during that series, he did his job locking up Mitchell and Garland. He did his job. That was his role. He did what he was supposed to do. He got the job done.
And I feel like Garland needs to be more aggressive. I think Garland needs to yes, you're a passer, playmaker.
We saw hints of it. We saw hints of him.
Yeah,
being more
I feel like
aggressive.
Garland has to realize his offensive potential and like how good he actually is. Because Garland is really good, but he just has to do it more.
Shot creation as well as playmaking. But let's move on to that. Let's move on to that series. Let's go to the other side of New York. Let's go to the Brooklyn sweep. The Brooklyn sweep.
I watched it.
I personally think there's a lot to talk about.
We
for this
should
Brooklyn
not
team.
stay on this topic for that long.
I think there's something to talk about though.
I think this is the last one we should talk about because the other one. I mean, because I think we've already heard enough about the Bucks and Heat. I think we've
no. Let's get on to it.
No. Everyone knows Jimmy, Jordan, Butler. Everyone
it's crazy
knows
how the one series that includes Giannis, we're just gonna skip over. It's all right.
No, I mean we talked about it for the past
we're gonna break it down. We're gonna break it down.
Enough has been said and televised within the past 24 hours for this, Marlon.
Listen, I said I am not Dub. I have not been able to get my.
All right, Marlon. Let's hear it out.
Yeah, Marlon. Let's get Marlon.
Before we go there. Let's finish New York though. Let's go to the Brooklyn real quick.
Okay, I'll say this. The Brooklyn series, believe it or not, was actually the series I was the most invested in. Not to see the Nets upset them, because even though that would be hilarious if they did,
that would be.
It was more so to see how Harden and Embiid would be able to compete against a team that had really good defensive wings. Harden in particular, I was very disappointed.
Harden was not disappointed.
I love Tyrese Maxey. I'll say that
Tyrese Maxey is looking like a young star.
To be fair, Harden does have Achilles injury.
Maxey's a legit. I would say Maxey's now a legitimate playoff performer.
Yep.
Harden. I mean, to be fair, Harden wasn't. I mean,
he does have Achilles injury. To be fair,
Harden and
Embiid, neither one of them are really healthy. But if that's going to continue to be a problem,
yeah, I mean, at some point
we need to use that same logic for Kawhi. We need to use that same logic for Embiid that we use for Kawhi eventually, right?
Yeah, but Embiid is still performing though. Embiid is still performing.
And plus,
Embiid is never healthy.
Was he performing?
You gotta stop using that excuse.
His presence was felt. His presence was felt.
Maybe the numbers don't show it, but if you watch the games though, you saw how he was affecting the game.
Oh yeah, like
shout out to Tobias Harris that game for us. Crazy, but Tobias. Shout out to Tobias Harris.
Shout out to Tobias Harris as well.
But
honestly, I'll say Philly. I think Philly.
Big shout out to DeAnthony Melton, bro. Big shout out to DeAnthony.
No, he's a great pickup. I love that pickup by
Great
Philly.
pickup.
Him and what's the guy? The McDaniels, the other McDaniels. Jaden.
Yeah,
I think it's Jalen out there in Philly.
But here's the thing: they have PJ Tucker. Like, I love how they build his team around Embiid.
The better brother is in Minnesota.
But. Oh yeah, okay. Oh no, PJ Tucker also a great pickup. He's getting the Philly love. He's understanding what Philly love is.
Hasn't been good offensively though.
No,
but he still brings that veteran leadership in that defense.
But everyone knows though, Marlon. Everyone knows that he's not there for all.
Corner three, that's it.
He's there to hold it down on the defense. He's their vet. He's their
vet. But I'm saying like even like his 3-point percentage like from the corner is like dropped.
Maybe so, but if you look at the starting five offensively, like it makes sense though. You have Maxey, Harden, Embiid, and Tobias Harris. He's literally
they have enough scoring. They have
exactly. So like you could understand why his offensive rating just went down a little bit, but
in the Nets.
That's not his purpose, though. That's not his purpose.
And the Nets, they're a well-coached team. Shout out to Mikal Bridges, stepping up.
Young star in the making.
I feel like Nets, they just need Just stay young. Don't go up to no superstar or do this. Just keep it mellow. Keep it chill.
I like the future big three of the young three of. Well, I'm gonna say this is my young three for the Brooklyn Nets of Cam Johnson, Mikal Bridges, and Nick Claxton. I'm not gonna say Cam Thomas only because he is by far one of the most streakiest 40-ball players I have ever seen in my entire life. He can give you 40.
Nicholas Claxton, very good.
Oh man, please! I want to stop.
I personally believe that's their young three.
Wait. Throughout that whole series and throughout this, like every show I've been on, every basketball talk I've been on, whenever the Nets and Sixers come up, it's like, oh, play Cam Thomas, play Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas is just not good. He's just not good.
I never said
that. He's not a playoff worthy player. He's just not. I think the stuff. I'm not talking about you, but I'm kind of venting here a little bit.
Yeah.
I need to stop hearing this stuff about Cam Thomas. It needs to stop.
I do feel like he can develop though because
within the right system.
Wait. Shout out to Cam Thomas. Good scorer. He can score the ball. But in the playoffs, he brings no value. He's not a good passer.
He's not a good defender either.
He's a terrible defender.
I feel like Cam Thomas can Lou Williams.
I would argue that Cam Thomas isn't even that great of a shot creator. I would say that Cam Thomas is not.
He create that shot.
I would like to
he
say
has that one corner step-back move.
Yo, y'all can come at me maybe or not. I have a hot take possibly.
Oh,
Cam Thomas is basically a lesser version of what Luka Doncic is on a worse team.
Can you stop talking? Please.
Not the playmaking, not nothing about the playmaking or that sorts, but just the scoring volume of like the way he scores. Like it's just like it's like
still losing. You still losing. You still lost.
I personally
crazy.
It's not
crazy.
It's like
Justin, it's not the same.
No, it's almost the efficiency though. It's almost the efficiency, like just the shot chucking.
I know, even just the scoring. It's not the.
You still lost me, Justin.
I think it's the shot chucking. In my personal opinion, I think it's the shot chucking.
Yeah. But here's the thing: Cam Thomas, most of his shots, they don't even come from like Luka. Luka will a lot of the time get into the post against smaller guards. Or like maybe not wings that aren't as big as they should be.
Maybe not the whole offensive game, but just the shot.
Cam Thomas just chucks up threes.
Okay. Then, maybe I'll take the whole thing back. Maybe it's just
please don't ever say anything like that.
No. Maybe it's just the Luka shot chucking. It's the Luka shot chucking for me. That's
Luka. Okay, fine. If you want to say Luka shot chucks, that's fine. But never say Luka and Cam Thomas in the same sentence.
I'll take that one back. I'll take that one back.
Unless the sentence is Luka just cooked Cam Thomas.
No. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. It sounded a lot cooler in my head, but after speaking out loud, it was pretty dumb. I'm not gonna lie about that.
And by the way, don't take.
You're gonna get clowned for uploading.
Just to say this, don't take me saying Cam Thomas isn't good. Literally, Cam Thomas is obviously a good player. He's a player.
He's in the NBA,
and Cam Thomas can get better. But he was not the answer for the Nets.
Ooh, do y'all think he could be like a CJ McCollum?
I don't know.
I would say that's a ceiling. That's a ceiling.
I don't understand like when people say
would be tough 6-man scoring.
But can y'all? I don't understand like people getting their feelings like when we say like these guys like they're in the NBA. Like we all know obviously they're good. We're just comparing them to other NBA players. Like I don't.
Oh yeah, obviously. I mean,
like for example, when I hear people say that Julius Randle sucks,
that's just their fault.
Of course he doesn't suck.
Yeah, but right. Like I'm.
But he sucks compared to like.
His game is just nasty. Like Julius Randle's a big dude.
If people don't take it that way,
about a shot chucker, that's Julius Randle. There you go.
Oh no, that's him too. But I'm Julius Randle. If people get butthurt about when we say like people
Julius Randle, Trae Young, Luka, all shot.
Here's the thing, but Trae Young and Luka make it look good. Julius Randle just be nasty on the court.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I don't know if Trae Young makes it look that much better either.
It looks better.
It looks better as a point guard. It looks better as a point guard.
Trae Young got a bag though.
He has a bag, but he's gonna airball the three from like 4 or 5 feet behind the line. I don't know.
Luka is an egregious shot chucker.
You know, Luka makes more contested threes than open threes.
I mean, that's a step back threes. Can
I say this one before we move on? I'm sorry, Justin.
Yeah, you go.
And I know this is kind of off topic, but about Luka, like we don't got to spend too much time on this, but like
turn this game off.
Luka, like, like Luka, I don't think like adding a ball dominant superstar, like somebody that's that ball dominant as much as Luka, adding another ball dominant superstar around him like that, I just don't think that's a recipe for success. Like,
but Kyrie's not really ball dominant though.
I think
Hey, you want to know someone who I think would be an absolute perfect fit next to Luka?
KD, but they're not going to get KD.
No,
obviously. But
a realistically perfect fit next to Luka out on the perimeter.
Hold on.
KD is
when it comes to star caliber player.
Hold on. Before you go, let's all take a guess. You give us some hints though. What player? What's their East?
He's a star caliber player who plays on the perimeter, and he can provide. He's not as good as he once was.
Is he currently in the East or West?
He's in the West.
In the West.
Paul George.
Yeah, it's Paul George. I think Paul George would be a great fit next.
I was gonna say Mikal Bridges or Paul George. One of those.
I think Paul George.
Mikal Bridges?
Mikal would be insane. What?
Mikal would be a pretty solid. That would be
Mikal
nice.
next to Luka would be crazy.
I'm not sure.
I think we're doing some revisionist. I think we're doing some revisionist history if we think all of a sudden Mikal Bridges could be the second best player on a championship unit.
Marlon. I don't think. I'm not gonna go that far. But I just don't think Mikal is available. I think
Luka, but his thing, I'm not saying he needs to be the same.
He's not available. What?
Luka,
you mean like, I know what you mean. Okay,
Luka, every player in the NBA is available, but
after what he's done in Brooklyn,
no, I thought you meant like he's not available, like he's injury prone or something. That's what I thought you meant.
No. After what he's done in Brooklyn, they are locking his shit down. He is not leaving outside that Brooklyn bridge for shit. I promise you right now.
Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah,
I don't know. He's gonna be asking for a whole lot of money when that.
It's worth it though. It's worth it.
Do y'all think he has the value of like an Andrew Wiggins with the Warriors last year?
Yes.
He's better than Andrew Wiggins
and more. If not even better.
He's better than Andrew Wiggins. He's better than Andrew Wiggins.
If not even better. If not.
Mikal's better than Andrew Wiggins. He's a better defender.
Where do I rank him amongst?
He's younger too.
I'm not putting him in my top 10. Not my top 20.
For small forwards?
Oh no, he's not
in the league.
Obviously, he's not top 10. Obviously,
not 10, not 20. I would argue like top 30.
He's like top 40,
I don't know.
45.
Is he top 30? I don't know.
He's top like 40, 45.
I can argue 30 to 30. I can argue 30 to 35.
I heard people say he's top 20, top 15. I said
he's definitely not top 15.
No. I would say I can argue top 30. Top 35 is safe. I'd say I can argue top 25 to top 30. I would
say the bare minimum. The bare minimum. I would go with.
I need a full season. I need to see a full season of this first.
Yeah. That's why I'm not.
Is he better than Drew Holiday?
Yes.
I think he is too.
Yes.
I mean, I can't say that.
I'm not getting into this conversation.
I think he is.
Like I said, I gotta wait.
Mikal Bridges.
I don't care. I think he is.
If Mikal Bridges does this again, and the Nets, he's able to lead that Nets team to the playoffs. Is he gonna?
And Mo Bamba got in the game. That's how bad it is.
Wait, hold on, Dev. You said you need to see this next season. He's basically done this every game on a consistent basis.
That's just not.
No, that's true. I'm saying like to see like for me to properly rank him.
Yeah, for you to properly rank him, I understand that. But honestly, though, everyone knows that he's played every single game. He has not missed a single game.
He's Iron Man. He is Iron Man.
He's Iron Man. On top of that, though, ever since being traded to Brooklyn, he has done this.
Yeah, but Mikal Bridges, but now Mikal Bridges is held to a star caliber standard. He's not held.
That is true.
No, y'all are doing that. Y'all are talking about he's the second best player in the championship caliber. Y'all are doing that.
He's not held to the same standard that he was in Phoenix, where he can play every game and average about 32, 33 minutes a game.
All right, we get it, Marlon. You got your prediction right with fucking Miami. All right, relax. Get off your high horse. Get off your high horse.
I'm just saying
now, and now, like now he's gonna be clocking in about 35, 36 minutes a night, probably. Not on a game to game basis, but there's gonna be stretches
for the big games.
Yeah, there's gonna be stretches where he's playing that much, and like I saw Mikal Bridges down the stretch in the playoffs just throw up shots, and they weren't even close.
But you know what? Terrible shot.
Terrible
he's
shot.
Not a good shot. But you have to not a great
hold on. Wait, Pete, you have to give him some leeway though. This is the first time he's basically been given like the reins for the team. He said,
he's gonna get better. Obviously,
like this is the first year he's actually able to create his own shot. So like you have to give him a little bit of leeway. Like I understand where you're coming from. I see it as well, but don't like just be like, oh,
yeah, but I'm
it's
talking
this,
about like
this.
down the stretch, like even in the closeout games.
Yeah, but it's not like he knows any better though. It's not
And
like
it's
he knows
gonna
any
be
better.
a little bit
All
different next year
right.
when
If
teams start the
Mikal Bridges
game
can
plan
improve
for
as a shot creator, I'll be convinced that he's certainly top
Yeah,
30.
his thing because Mikal, he's like an elite.
Is he like a young Paul George? Is he like a young Paul George in Indiana?
I guess.
No, Paul George.
I'm not going that far. I'm not going
I
that
don't know.
far.
I want
I'm
to say
not
that
going
because
that far.
Mikal Bridges is kind of
When you
weird.
say young
right?
Paul George, are you talking about the Paul George
Paul
that was leading those
George-
Pacers teams to the Eastern Conference Finals?
No, that's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Paul-
yeah,
Or
that
are you
Paul
talking?
George.
Are you talking
Because the
about rookie Paul
athleticism is
George?
such.
I
the
wouldn't say that.
athleticism-
I don't
the
think he has that
athleticism is such a
upside.
major gap.
I don't think he has
Wait,
that upside to be like
Hold
Paul
on, wait,
George.
one at a time. Wait, hold up, Pete. What did you say?
My fault.
When you say young Paul George, are you talking about the Paul George that was leading that Pacers team to the East Finals?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, as a
No,
leader.
I don't
I'm
think
not going
Bridges
that
was
far.
nearly as. I don't think Bridges was nearly as athletic. I don't think he runs the break nearly as well.
Not
I
like
don't
the
think he's
game
near the
wise,
shot
but just
creator
as a.
PG was, or the finisher at the rim.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, no, that's a bad comparison.
I know. I view it as like a 3-and-D wing.
Maybe
like
finisher at the rim, but he's not dunking enough.
A young 3-and-D wing leading a team to leading a team. That's how I was viewing it as.
I don't think he can.
You are
they need.
very high on Mikal Bridges. Jeez.
I don't think he's like going to be the leader of the team.
He has the numbers. He has the efficiency.
Yeah, he has the numbers, but I have to. I just had to see it. I had to
That's
see
what
it.
I'm saying.
I have to see it. This playoffs for me personally, I feel like this playoffs was just like him just dipping his toes in the pool, like him understanding like what his role is as being the leading scorer, as the first time him being a shot creator on a team. First time
you think he's that guy? You think he could be a number one? Is that what you're saying?
On a championship team?
No. What do you think? What do you think is a team ceiling with Mikal Bridges as their best player?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
A team ceiling, I think the best chance is with the
as the number one volume scorer. I'll say
him
that.
being the number one
volume scorer. Okay, let me see. Let me try breaking it down a little bit. You still have Milwaukee and Celtics up there for the regular season at the.
He doesn't have to be on the Nets. Like you can throw him on some other
just
team.
any team that
I was gonna say if it's on Brooklyn, I think he can be at the minimum a 6 seed. At the minimum a 6 seed. I think the 4 seed.
Okay,
I think the 4 seed is the best.
I think the Nets are a playing team next year. I'm not gonna lie. At best, they're.
I think the 4 seed. I think the 4 seed is the best. I think the minimum.
The Nets probably are a playing team next year.
I don't think the Nets, because the thing is, the Nets they lost a lot of games after that KD trade, and it's like they just don't have a lot of star.
Yeah,
power.
but if you look at it though, everyone was playing for the first time together. Spencer Dinwiddie was playing.
Yeah,
for the
but they
first
just don't have enough like good players.
Yeah, but the thing is that the Nets are going to look to. They're not going to bring it. They're not going to run it back. The Nets are going to look to move off of these players in the offseason.
So you think they're rebuild?
Dinwiddie will probably be back. Bridges will probably be back. Claxton, he's going to be back. But Dorian Finney-Smith is about to get. Dorian Finney-Smith DFS is probably going to get traded. Who else? Cam Johnson.
He's coming back.
Johnson's a free
agent. They should build to the draft.
We'll see how much money Cam Johnson wants after some of the player performances he had. We'll have to see and we'll have to see what they do with the rest of their depth, because Seth Curry's a free agent. Who else? Joe Harris is going to be owed a lot of money still.
Patty Mills.
Patty Mills is still under contract for some reason.
Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons is a worst contract in the league. Like
nobody wants Ben Simmons.
Like the Nets have a lot to think about this offseason. It's not going to be the same.
Oh, they also have their other young guy, their young big Day'Ron Sharpe.
Day'Ron Sharpe.
Is Kessler Edwards still on the team?
No,
yes, he is.
Is he on the Nets? I thought he was on the Kings.
I thought he was on the Kings as well.
I'd double check.
He probably is on the Kings. I guess. I'm pretty sure I saw him on the Kings roster.
Yeah, I saw him play a game for the Kings.
Yeah, so he probably is on the Kings. So
Kessler Edwards.
He's on the
Kessler Edwards.
He's not good. He's not good. Kessler Edwards. He's not good.
But the Kings, but the Philly, they did their job.
I don't know why we talked about Kessler Edwards for like 20 seconds right there.
They did their business. So Philly, congrats, Philly. Boston versus Philly. That's gonna be a great series.
I'm not gonna lie, that is the weakest sweep I have ever seen. Probably since Cleveland swept Detroit back in like 2016.
Oh no, that was easy. Yeah. I mean that was expected.
That is true.
I mean, like that was the ugliest sweep outside of game one. That was the ugliest sweep I've ever seen.
That's a fact. All right, is that every team from the first round?
Now we got two more we gotta talk about.
I mean, I don't know. Like,
we don't gotta talk about Milwaukee. We don't gotta talk about Milwaukee.
We don't have to talk.
Can
about
we not waste our time talking about the Lakers? Like, I really.
I don't. I mean, the thing. I think like the Bucks and Lakers have been talked about enough. I feel like we.
Like I
mean, if you guys want, we can give our quick opinions if you want.
I mean,
no, we. I think everyone's got the gist of that. We can go to our.
Right.
I mean,
honestly, but for the second round,
do you guys want to talk about why Brandon Miller is a better player than Scoot Henderson?
Oh no, we could do that for a college episode. We could do that for a
college
episode.
Okay.
Let's end the video off with our fun little topic over here. We're gonna do a playoffs first round team draft. So I'll do a randomizer. We're gonna go one by one. We're all gonna draft a player in the first round.
Let me hold on. I'm gonna try to share the screen here. Hold on.
Like we're just picking who's been the best.
We're gonna make a starting five from the of who you think is the best, like your best starting five from the first round. So like,
Justin, come up with the randomizer.
Okay, got you.
Like have a spin the wheel thing, and that'll come up with the order.
Let's spin the wheel.
And we're just picking like players that played great in the first round.
In the first round only. Round only.
Okay. Wow. and we're not taking into account the regular season. We're just taking it into
just first round.
The performance of the first round.
Got you.
So you're not picking who's actually the best player.
To God, I better not see Allen or Mobley get drafted.
We have P5, Marlon, Devin.
Somebody's gonna have to pick him up because
I have the first pick.
Oh no! I'm spinning right now. I'm just writing your names in.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
All right. With the first,
I think the number one pick is unanimous. If I'm being.
All right. With the first pick, can I get a drum roll, please? With the first pick of the 2023 first round draft.
That looks crazy, Marlon.
The first round pick goes to me. Perfect.
Oh my god!
Wow!
Oh wow!
It's rigged, chat.
Can we fact check this?
Spam rigged in the chat. Spam rigged.
Hey, Justin.
I'll share my screen.
Hey, Justin, share your screen. Share my screen.
Hold on. How do I do
share your screen, Justin? We need to fact check you.
He's lying.
No. I got you. There we go. Let's do this.
And by the way, how am I going to set this draft up? What is what is it? Is it Google Forms that they do it on?
In Google Docs, Word, whatever.
I think it's Google Forms.
I can't. I have to change my settings to share my screen. I'll do that later. Go to Forms. You guys,
I believe you.
Y'all gotta just trust me on this. I wouldn't lie.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no,
I'll believe you.
I wouldn't lie.
I'm just
all right, Snake.
All right,
just for the guys watching, I'm sorry if it's a little hard to keep up with it because I'm not going to be able to show on screen yet because I don't know how to do it yet. But I'll run down. I'll keep track of it and I'll run down the teams at the end of this.
Second pick already is in, and it's the person I was just talking recently, P5.
Wait, so it's Justin.
You already picked, right, Justin? Who did you pick?
I'm not picking. I'll draft everyone first. Well, we'll do the order first, and then we'll figure it out.
Yeah, so it's Justin,
okay.
and then.
Damn. All right. I have the third pick. Who do you guys think is the third? Who do you think is the third pick?
Probably Dev. I feel like I'm going last.
No, it's you, Marlon. You're the third. Dev is going last.
No, he used reverse psychology right there. We know.
All right, Marlon's third. Dev is
all right,
last.
Justin,
I know who Marlon picking.
You know what?
Hey, Justin, I'm gonna go ahead and give you your take.
Give me Jimmy, hit me,
Jordan. Bro, go move on.
Wait, hold on. I'll take him as my two guard. I'll take him as my two. We'll do a snake.
I'm trying to think. The second.
We'll do a snake.
You guys are.
It's really dumb in the air if I'm thinking about it.
You guys are dumb. I already know. If you don't pick the.
I'm trying to go through every series in my head. I'm not taking Harden, not taking Embiid.
Ew.
I'm not taking Jokic at 2 yet.
You said ew.
I'm certainly not taking Giannis.
Oh no.
I mean, he only played 2 games.
Do I take Murray or Edwards?
Jesus, the Grizzlies just got 40 balls.
Kawhi, I can't count Kawhi yet.
No.
You can't.
Booker. Give me D-Book.
Dang.
Dang.
That was my pick.
Fuck. I thought no, he didn't say anything. I was like, there's no way.
right,
Give me D-Book.
all right.
It's because I tried to go through every series and I finally got to the one that was just obvious.
All right. So
With
you
my
got
first
Booker.
pick-
Your 2.
Booker's my 2.
You guys want to do a 6-man? You guys want to do a 6-man as well?
We can do a
We
6-man.
can.
All right,
Let's do a coach. Let's do coach.
A coach?
A
Okay.
coach.
Okay.
That's okay if you want to take everything into account. Okay.
I choose Monty Williams. Now I'm playing.
We'll have a 6-man and a coach. We'll have a 6-man. And a coach.
All right,
With
bet.
my first pick, I
So
would-
that Darvin Ham.
with my with my first pick, I'll take De'Aaron Fox.
Mike Budenholzer.
Shit.
Oh wow, Darren Fox. Okay, I'll get.
I like this. I like this.
All right.
Okay,
All
let me
bet.
get Katie and Anthony Davis.
80, oh yeah. By the way, we are
So
doing
80's your
snag.
5. 80's your 5.
Yeah, 80's my 5, Anthony Davis, and Katie's my small forward.
See, I wanted KD, but I would have.
Wait, you had Anthony. You had Anthony Davis and who else?
You could take
KD.
Anthony Davis. I don't want Anthony.
Oh
Davis.
Kevin Durant.
man, that is nasty.
All right, Marlon,
That
your
is
turn.
Nasty.
All right, my second pick, I will take. Who am I gonna take? Jalen Brunson in my 2 guard.
That's
That's
a
a
good pick.
Yeah. No. I lied. We're gonna put Jalen Brunson at my point guard.
I was about to say, as your 2.
Wait, so is Fox the 2?
Yeah.
And that's his team. That's his team. Your favorite pick, P5.
That's the pick. That's the pick. Okay. Wow, what a fit.
All right, Marlon. I mean, P, your turn. P, your turn.
Man, I'm trying to think. Hold on. Hold on.
Oh, P will be right back. Oh, bro, you got Fox and Brunson.
Listen,
Oh my!
I realized how bad it was, but then I was like, let me not go backwards. I'm gonna just go with my pick.
Oh
Don't even matter
man.
anymore. All right,
Okay.
P, your turn.
I'm trying to
I
think.
can't go
Like,
backwards.
I want to take Jaylen Brown here, but
Oh, I should have got. Oh,
I want, but I don't know if I really want. It's really between Brown or Tatum for me, or maybe even Murray. No, I'm not taking Murray next to D-Book.
D'Angelo Russell's got 31 points. That's not him.
Am I missing somebody? The face that Justin is making is making me
What's
think I'm
this
missing
game?
somebody.
Yeah,
Jalen
John Dad
Brunson.
is cool as hell.
Do I just take Ant? No, I can't take Ant. I already have Book on my team. I'm not taking Cat.
Oh god, no.
I got a great fit.
Who fits what next to? It's gonna have to be a defense. You know what? Fuck. Give me Tatum. Give me Jason Tatum.
Ew.
Oh, bless.
Give me Tatum.
Bless.
I know he wasn't
Wait,
great.
hold
I
on,
know he
hold
wasn't
on.
great,
So
but the defensive fit is still there.
pick players? Can we pick players that like got eliminated?
Well,
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you
Okay, all right, go ahead.
Well, I'm choosing Steph.
Oh no!
You're actually dumb because
I forgot about Curry.
That is crazy. We did forget about Steph. I got
Bro,
Katie
how-
and Durant.
How did Curry fall to Justin again?
Let's go.
I got Katie and Davis.
I got Curry and Hemi.
Yes, Curry and Jimmy.
And you know what? I'm gonna take this time right now. I'm gonna use my pick right now. I'm gonna pick Eric Spoelstra as my.
oh
as
my goodness,
Yeah,
bruh.
yeah, Marlon.
Wait,
All right,
hold
I
on.
can't. We're gonna get monetized. Yeah, Marlon. Yeah.
All right, well I'll take my coach. I'll take Tibbs.
Oh
Okay,
no,
so-
it's not your turn yet. It's not your turn yet. Yeah, pick Tibbs.
Oh my goodness.
P, you got pick Tibbs.
All right, we're not doing
all right,
it. You're not about to steal
all
my
right,
pick. We're not doing this.
Yes, P,
I don't know if I want my coach yet because I have a
pick Tibbs.
because I have a pretty good coach in mind already for this.
P,
Okay.
pick Tibbs.
No,
Bro. Oh my god,
Mike
Okay,
Malone?
wait, I'm trying to think. Let me think, bro. I'm trying to think. Like
Doc Rivers.
Give me Jamal Murray. Give me Jamal Murray.
Okay. all right.
That's a good pick.
This is a bad fit.
Huh?
Your fit is bad.
And yours
Wait,
isn't.
no, mine's is egregious.
What's your pick, Marlon?
Jamal Murray's a pretty decent point of
Well,
attack.
that's a great
defender,
pick. That's a
Marlon.
great pick. All right, Marlon.
What's your pick, Marlon?
It's
Damn,
Tibbs. It's
Jokic,
Tibbs. It's
damn,
Tibbs.
bro, it's crazy. We're in a draft and Jokic is on the board.
Hold on. Time out.
I hate you so much.
We're not gonna do this. Jokic, you gotta come off the board. Give me Jokic. I'm sorry, you gotta come off.
Hey, I gave it to Marlon. You're welcome.
I'm not gonna lie.
Dev, you
You're
gotta pick
welcome,
Tibbs now.
Marlon.
Dev, you have to pick Tibbs now. Oh my.
No, don't pick.
But
We're
this
not
is the
picking
worst.
Tibbs.
This is the worst. defensive
Jaylen
team
Brown
I've ever seen.
at
This
my
is the
shooting guard.
worst.
No, he
Jaylen
picked
Brown.
Jalen. He picked up Jalen. He picked up Jalen. Did he not?
Yeah, this is the worst defensive team I've
Oh, you
ever seen.
picked up Jalen? Oh, you picked up Jalen? You picked up Jalen?
Yeah, he picked Jalen Brunson already.
No,
Jaylen Brown.
Jalen Brown.
Oh no! Marlon had Jalen Brunson.
No, did you pick up Jalen Brown?
No, I picked Jason Tatum.
You said,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, I got Jaylen Brown, so I got Tina. Jaylen Brown, AD, KD.
Oh man, it's really between Dev and Justin. If I'm being quite honest.
Yeah, y'all.
Okay.
I think my team is pretty great.
I mean, offensively, it's unstoppable.
Because
but-
here's the Giannis didn't have a good first round, so like
No.
we're going to we can't. I'm not gonna pick him.
You want to miss a bunch of free throws?
Man, I can't. I'm gonna have to take Giannis eventually.
I'm gonna move AD at my center and put JJJ at my power forward.
You have KD at the 3.
I have Jaylen Brown, KD, JJJ, and AD.
Hold on,
I mean, JJJ had a couple of really good
how'd
games.
you get 2 picks?
So Jaren Jackson's playing.
Snake round.
Wait, what?
Okay, so
Snake,
no. Hey, this team is gonna be sick
He
defensively.
has 4 players.
He's gonna have Triple J, KD, AD, and Jalen Brown.
Yeah, I'm the last pick. Remember?
Oh yeah, you are the last pick. I'm tripping.
That is this team is gonna be unreal.
I'm gonna pick Dylan. I'm gonna pick Dylan Brooks.
All right, Marlon, you gotta go.
All right.
Please pick a good defender this time, Marlon.
I know. Hold on. Chill.
You need it.
Fox ain't terrible. I mean,
no, his team is awful defensively.
Nah, but it's not Fox.
It's worse
Fox,
than
is
the
actually,
Mavericks.
Fox is actually Fox is better than prime Kawhi Leonard defensively. I'm joking. I'm gonna pick Dang, bruh. Who do I have? So I have Jokic, Jalen Brunson, and
You have Jokic, Brunson, and De'Aaron Fox.
hey, your defense is mid. Never mind.
Yeah, you're shit.
well, I need a 2-way wing. I'm gonna take Andrew Wiggins.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I'm not even Curry.
I mean, defensively it helps, but okay.
I have enough offense. I'm not worried about offense.
It's not a terrible pick. I don't hate it.
I'm not worried about offense.
All right, so I have Booker, Murray, and Tatum. I have my wings and backcourt. I need a front court presence. I need a front court presence now. I'm really teetering about Bam here. I'm trying to think if I'm missing somebody. I'm really trying to see if I'm missing somebody. Brooke Lopez would be an awesome pick, I think. Actually,
he actually performed good. He performed good.
I'm thinking about Brooke Lopez. I want Brooke Lopez. I'm thinking Brooke Lopez.
Fucker! Oh my!
80 had 5 blocks. Jesus.
Oh my god!
Pick Bobby Portis.
P, I hate you so much, bro.
I'm picking Brooke Lopez.
Yo,
yes.
you spoil it for Marlon, and then you spoil it for me, bro. Oh my god.
Yes.
My team is actually 5. I'm not gonna lie. My team is 5. I got it.
Okay, so Justin,
your team's a cone drill. Your team's a cone drill. I swear to God.
And by the way, everyone here is getting 7 picks, but you Justin, you have 2 players. And
I got my coach.
This is
I
your
got
fourth
my
You got his coach.
Yeah, so you have your point guard and your shooting guard. You have Jimmy at the 2.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna choose. I don't know if I'm gonna switch and put him to 5 yet, but
you need. I mean,
I need.
Well, Kyrie was at the game.
I'm not gonna lie. It's starting to dwindle a little bit. It really is.
At my 3, I'm gonna pick. Oh, but
And remember, we're going strictly based how they performed in the first round.
Yeah, that's the.
So
problem.
don't say Donovan Mitchell.
What the hell? That was nowhere near it.
Don't say Evan Mobley or Jared Allen.
I'm not choosing.
No, spoil it.
I'm not choosing.
Yeah, don't.
Yo,
yeah.
P is just spoiling for everyone, but I'm gonna let you know this right now. I'm not choosing a single cap. I'll let you know that right now, though.
I'll say this. I'm talking way too much. Let me mute myself.
Pick Isaac Okoro.
It's between 2 players. It's between 2 players right now. I don't want to say either one because this one can low key make it back to me. I'm gonna choose At my 3, I'm gonna choose Ant-Man. At my 3. Oh, P muted himself.
How did he fall so low? Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna choose Ant-Man at my 3, and at my 4, I'm gonna choose Bam.
Good pick. Good pick.
Okay.
All right.
Got some defense.
Got some defense going now. Got some scoring. Got some defense. All right, it's back to Pete.
It's me. Yeah, it's back to me. So I have Booker, Tatum, Murray, and Lopez.
Shit, that's a solid. You guys
I think the power forward I can hold off on. I think my team is versatile enough to where I can hold off on another player for right now. I'm going to start thinking about my coach. I have to think about it. Tibbs is still on the board.
Yep.
Who else? Mike Malone is still on the board. Mike Brown is still on the board.
Steve Kerr.
Like there are some great coaching options.
Ham is still on the board. Who
would do a great? I mean, Coach Bud's also on the board.
Yeah, Coach Bud's on the board.
Yeah, so is Monty Williams. But
I'm gonna take Coach Bud.
No, if I'm being honest,
the Minnesota, the Wolves coach is kind of underrated.
I'm trying to think who would coach a team like this the best. A team that would probably a team that probably run through Tatum and Booker offensively.
Mike Malone's a good coach. Ty Lue is a great coach.
Why y'all giving him names?
Spoelstra would do a great job with this.
Yeah,
you know what? I'm taking
Kerr.
I'm taking
Kerr
Thibodeau. I'm taking Thibodeau.
You think Tibbs?
I'm thinking Tibbs.
All right.
You know what? I'm not even mad. I know who I'm getting. But
I think low-key Kerr would have been a better pick though.
He probably would have, but I think Tibbs.
Or even Brown. I think your 3 options would have been Brown, Kerr, and Tibbs.
Why are y'all spoiling my?
I chose my coach already. And
I didn't get my.
It's your turn, Marlon.
Oh, give me, Mr. Unanimous.
Brown,
Coach of the Year. Yes.
Right, Mike Brown. Okay, you're taking Mike Brown.
All right, so since y'all got Mike Brown, I'm gonna take Steve Kerr.
Okay.
I'm a coach.
So
my last pick, I got JJJ, AD. Who else I got?
You have AD
and Brown.
You have AD, KD, Jaylen Brown, and Jaren Jackson. You need. I'm not going to tell you what you need.
I need a point guard. Hey man.
Ant-Man. I already got Ant-Man.
No, that's an A-man. That's an A-man.
Mike Conley?
Do I pick GOAT?
A-man?
Do I pick GOAT at point guard?
GOAT?
Trey?
No, GOAT. GOAT James?
Oh my goodness.
We're
not pushing a LeBron versus Jordan there.
Do I put LeBron at point?
For the first round? I mean,
no.
I'm going to Iceman.
LeBron has been.
I gotta go Ice Tray.
LeBron has been very bad this year.
Okay, yeah,
Ice Tray because
we should have known that was coming, guys. We should have
represented
that.
Y'all
I can't see any other point. Garland didn't play good.
Hey, Dev, your starting 5 is Trae Young, Jaylen Brown, Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, or Jaren Jackson Jr., and then Anthony Davis.
That's fire. I'm not gonna lie.
Coach Steve
Kerr, and now you need a 6-man, and Steve Kerr head coach. And now
his turn's done. His turn's done.
My turn's done.
Wait, no, it's not because it's Snake. You need
no. Because he chose Kerr and Trey.
It is done. Okay.
Hold on. Before, should we clarify for 6-man? Do we do actual 6 men or do we do like just? Anyone?
Nah, I don't because it's too much spots. I don't.
Okay.
Do that.
Like I don't think a guy like Josh Hart should go in this.
Shit! I had him for my 6-man.
Yeah, like I think we should.
I mean, you can pick him when you want to.
Emmanuel quickly.
Wait, hold on. Are we including playing?
Yeah.
Nah.
No, that's corny. That's corny.
Yeah, you think Shay's gonna go by, bro?
Oh no, I wasn't taking Shay.
I was. You tripping?
Who are we gonna pick then?
I was gonna pick.
Josh Giddey?
I'll let y'all.
Oh no! Oh no!
All right, Marlon, you have Fox, Brunson,
Jalen Williams,
and Jokic. You still need a 6-man and another player in your 5.
All right, so what we're gonna do? This how we're gonna do this, right? So how we're gonna do this is I'm gonna get some offensive rebounding. I'm gonna get some defense. We're gonna put Mitchell Robinson in there. Okay.
I thought Yoki, you were gonna
the 2 big man cheese. Okay.
I thought you were gonna throw
2 big man cheese.
I thought you were gonna go throw a curveball and say Kayvon Looney.
No, I'm not doing that.
You said you need the boards. You said you need the boards.
That's true, yeah, but
I have
we need some
Booker,
defense.
Tatum, Murray, Lopez. I have Thibodeau as my coach.
I should have picked Draymond. Like,
I need a guy that can play in between either Tatum and Lopez really well, or Booker and or like maybe Booker.
I had to pick up Trey because I need a playmaker because none of the other guys I really have on my team are playmakers.
Feel that.
I'm mad he got Brunson because Brunson was gonna be my pick, but you know.
I'm glad I got Curry.
Give me
this offensive team is unguardable. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, but you're a
playing
cold on defense. You're a cold drill on defense.
That team is playing no defense.
You're a cold drill, Marlon. You are a cold drill.
What can I? I'm trying to think, man, because I can't. I don't know if I want to put Tatum at the 4 or the 3.
I got some solid rim protection.
We have Brook Lopez. I think Tatum's good enough to play the 4. Give me. I'm not. Damn it! This is hard.
Come to me, Papa. Come to me, Papa. Come to Daddy. Come to Daddy.
Come on. That was really hard for me. I'm really trying to dig deep and think about this.
Come on.
I need a wing. I need a wing. That's what.
You need a wing. Oh, I'm chilling.
Pick Josh Hart.
I need a wing. I'm trying to think of better names than Josh Hart.
Julius Randle.
Mikal.
Mikal Bridges is a good
stop saying names. I'm trying to think.
Oh my goodness!
So you want us to stop saying names? Huh?
I know because it's really bad because I was saying names a lot and I think it's really bad. It's really bad.
If you
need I'm taking Mikal. I'm taking Mikal.
I should have took Mikal Bridges instead of Andrew Wiggins. I'm so stupid.
Hey, I
think what Mikal brings defensively will really help this team.
For my big, I'm choosing Joel Embiid.
Good pick.
Oh my! What is going? How are we just forgetting about these picks?
No, Joel Embiid. I'm fine with Joel Embiid.
And for my 6 man.
Oh no, I can't have Jokic and Embiid. That would have been
for my 6 man. I choose Mr. Young Thugger himself. I choose Ja Morant.
Ooh.
One of y'all should pick Jordan Poole for y'all 6 man.
Oh no.
Bro, he only gonna do that if you see a baddie.
All right, so I've got my 5. Is there any way I would want to put Mikal on the bench? No. I think Mikal fits too well.
I got Ja
so my 5 is Murray at the 1, Book at the 2, Mikal at the 3, Tatum at the 4, Lopez at the 5. That's a solid ass team, led by Tom Thibodeau.
My
6 man.
My team is nasty.
6 men, I think, should really be able to, because they're going to be playing a ton of minutes as well. They need to be able to provide scoring, a certain level of defense, the determining on the position. Wait a minute, give me Tyrese Maxey. Fuck all what I was saying.
Shit, I was gonna say.
Good pick. That's a great pick.
That's a great pick. It was between. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing yet.
Fuck all that I was saying. Give me Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, It was between Tyrese and Ja for me.
All right, Marlon. Here's your 6 man. You have Fox, Brunson, Jokic, Wiggins, Mike Brown head coach, and Mitchell.
Yo,
Robinson.
You have to pick a defensive player, bro. There's no way.
Please, I can think of several defensive wings.
He can average 120 and give it 130.
I can think of several wings available right now, Marlon.
I'm gonna pick somebody off the Lakers.
You want to pick somebody off the Lakers?
Nah.
There's really no more option. There's really only one option, and if you really want to take them,
Vanderbilt.
That's like no offensive bag like whatsoever.
But are we gonna go a whole playoff draft without this guy getting picked, Marlon?
Yo, P, you are just a
I don't no.
A lawman. Oh my
god. No, because I know he's not gonna take him. No one should take him. He's been awful in round 1.
But, Julius Randle, is that what you're talking about?
No, I'm not talking about Julius Randle. No.
As for defense, yo, Marlon.
Randle in defense. No.
Okay, Marlon, come on, make the pick. 6 man.
Let's make the pick. Come on.
All right.
And you can still move, and you can still move Mitch Rob to the bench, and pick another starter if you want.
Oh my God, P5.
Yeah, I
I know.
Yeah, we can't do all time draft with P5. We can't do all time
draft. Bro, I'm just laying out the rules for him.
Bro, I didn't know we playing fucking T-ball. God damn, bro.
Don't help him out. Don't help him out.
Just lay it on the platter.
Bro, Marlon, but to be fair, Marlon, he's not winning. I don't care who he's taking.
I am winning.
Okay, whatever.
With
Just,
one defense. Yo, like
all
what
right,
Dev
make
said,
your
bro. You
pick, make your
drop
pick, make your
150.
pick.
You
Well,
get
I have enough
160.
offense, and I know this dude didn't. I'm gonna take Vanderbilt.
Wow.
All right, 6-man. So for me, it's kind of hard for my 6-man. Because here's the thing, here's the thing. The flaw of my team is playmaking with KD, Brown, AD. I will pick Sabonis, but I'm gonna pick DeJounte Murray as my backup point guard
Oh,
because
he
he
got
gives me
DeJounte
Atlanta. He
Murray.
got
Of course,
Atlanta on his
of
back.
the
course.
reason why.
Oh
Here's the reason why
He's
because
been egregious.
But here's the thing, he can come in and bring the defense that Trey doesn't provide. And I have offensive guys like KD, AD, and Jaylen Brown who can make up for it
I'm not gonna lie. I
DeJounte's
think you're.
offense. And I have Trey Young who can bring the offense. So the reason why I picked up DeJounte Murray because I can't think of any other guard that plays defense. So like
Marcus Smart.
I mean, yeah, actually, that's
he's not
not a bad.
like, but still, it's like
Derek White.
Okay,
matter of
actually,
fact,
that's a little less of a name. But
That's what I'm saying. That's more of a downgrade.
because T5 took my pick and Tyrese Maxey.
Kyle Lowry.
ugh,
Stop.
ugh.
Gabe
Stop.
Vincent.
Matter of fact,
I just want to let you guys know this draft concluded. LeBron James was not picked.
I don't care.
Antetokounmpo was not picked.
I don't care.
Who else wasn't picked?
Donovan Mitchell.
James Harden wasn't picked.
I don't want James Harden.
Garland was a pick. Matter of fact,
Dev, James Harden should have been your pick. It really should have been James Harden.
Yeah.
If you wanted a playmaker to come off the bench.
Actually, let me switch that. Let me get James Harden.
No, it's too late now. It's too late now, Dev. It's too late now, Dev.
Man, I got a squad, man.
Yo,
all right, now here's what I want.
Recap.
I'm gonna explain the teams, or I'm gonna give you the rosters.
Yeah,
Justin, come up with your starting 5, your 6-man, and tell me why your team is the best.
All right.
You're on your team. You have Jimmy Butler, Stephen Curry, Eric Spoelstra, Edwards,
Jimmy and Curry.
Jimmy and Curry.
First of all,
what's your starting 5?
I have 3 Heat players on my team, which by far the biggest upset. I have the man, the myth, the legend, Jimmy Himmy Jordan Butler. That's already alone a reason why I am winning. Secondly, I already snubbed the best point guard in the league with Curry. Curry coming on my point guard. Then I have my 3 Ant-Man, who was shooting the ball, playing lights out, playing solid D. Then I have the 4 of Mr. Bam Adebayo, playmaker, defensive, rebounder. I don't need him to score. I just need to get some boards, set good screens, and play good defense. And because I have him at the 4, which is the better spot he should be in, I have my big man, Mr. Joel Embiid, future MVP. You know, maybe health is an issue, but so what? So what? We stay through it. We grind out. With Spoelstra motivating him, he will grind it out. Defensively, we are a unit. Offensively, we are a unit. And then I have to shoot the young shooter himself, not on the basketball court, but off the basketball court.
Wow.
Mr. John Morant.
That was
man.
crazy. That was.
Oh wow!
Bounce man.
That's crazy.
Bounce man.
That is crazy.
Man.
That's
we're gonna get terminated on YouTube for you.
That's wild. Justin, that is wild. I'm not
gonna
lie. All right, my turn.
We could blur that one out, but still,
my team.
That's the best team ever.
All right, my team: Devin Booker, Tatum, Murray, Lopez, Tom Thibodeau, Bridges, and Maxey. It's pretty self-explanatory. Jamal Murray is my starting point guard. Booker's my shooting guard. Mikal Bridges fits perfectly in between Booker and Jason Tatum, who's going to be my 4. Brook Lopez, I think, is a perfect 5-man for this team. Tyrese Maxey, an explosive scorer off the bench. A lot of what I heard from Justin was a whole lot of propaganda bullshit. Not a whole lot of basketball.
What?
I heard a lot of I have 3 players from the Miami Heat. You know, I have the man, the myth, the legend that struggled against the Nets and Joel Embiid. You know, I have John Morant. You know, and that's great and all, but I think my team, out of all the teams that I'm looking at right now, is probably the best fit wise. I think this is I think defensively speaking, this is the perfect team to build around Devin Booker. I think Jason Tatum either as a number 1 or 2, along with Devin Booker. I think this team will be successful there. Jamal Murray is a solid point of attack defender who I think can play off of Devin Booker really well and can also explode for a night for a game or two if you need him to, which is really important in the playoffs. Brook Lopez was unbelievable. I'm not gonna say unbelievable. He was really good against the Heat. Brook Lopez, tremendous rim protector, still has it in the post. Really, if he gets touches down there, which he's not gonna get a ton on this team. He's gonna be used more as a roll man, maybe a floor spacer at times as well. But he's gonna be able to block shots. Not very versatile, but I think Brook Lopez should still be just fine down there with other defenders on the team like Jason Tatum, like Jamal Murray, and of course now Mikal Bridges, who I think is just the perfect perimeter defender to put in between Tatum and Booker. And of course, Tyrese Maxey is going to give us like 30 points sometimes off the bench. And Tom Thibodeau, really good defensive coach as well. So,
just like what Curry did when P was just talking, I just did the celebration real quick. Okay.
All right, Marlon, let's go. Let's hear it. All right, let's hear it, Marlon. How is your team better than our team?
Oh, yeah, Mr. Swiss Cheese over here. Mr. Swiss Cheese.
Well, Jalen, all right, let's go down.
Fox, Jalen Brunson, Nikola Jokic, Andrew Wiggins, Mike Brown, Mitchell Robinson, and Jared Vanderbilt.
This guy by far the most random generated team I've ever seen in my entire life.
Let's just go down the list. My team is the best team in basketball. I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
Hey, tell me your starting five.
Oh my God.
So we have D Fox. We have Jalen Brunson at the point guard. D Fox is the 2. We have Andrew Wiggins at the 3. We have
Wiggins been pretty mid then.
Mitchell Robinson at the 4 and Jokic at the 5. So
Robinson at the 4 is crazy.
You're starting Robinson?
Robinson at the 4 is
no, it's already set in stone. By the way, Marlon, you can't turn back from this.
Robinson.
Oh,
wait,
God.
No, I'll take that back. I'm starting Vanderbilt at the 4.
Oh, should we let that count? Should we let that count?
You know what? For his team specifically, we can
I need a backup big. I need a backup big.
We can let it slide for his team.
Hey,
my team is the best team in basketball. I think it's pretty. I got great offense. My man Stephen A. Smith said this. He said to me, defense wins championships, but offense wins games. You're not gonna be able to stop my team.
Oh my goodness!
How do you win a championship without winning?
De'Aaron Fox gonna be coming down the court. Layup. We got Jokic gonna be making the best passes ever.
Okay, he's true.
You have 3 playmakers on the same team.
We got listen. We got a guy like Andrew.
You got
Wiggins.
3.
Hold on. What we gonna do? This is what we gonna do. We're gonna put Andrew Wiggins on Jason Tatum P5, and he's gonna shut you out like he did it last year in the finals. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do put Vanderbilt on whoever on whoever the other best player is, and then we got Mike Brown, who's the best offensive coach in basketball. He's gonna run circles around your defense. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna win.
Mike Brown the best offensive coach in basketball.
You know what? Let's give Marlon the respect that everyone else.
All right, I really want to hear. I really want to hear about Dev's team.
Let's just move to Dev. Let's just move to Dev.
I actually really like Dev's team here. Outside of the 6 man, but
listen, I got Steve Kerr, man.
That's great.
All right,
what's your starting 5?
His team.
Enough said as it is.
We're gonna have Trae Young. I know Trae Young doesn't bring defensively, but he's gonna bring. Well, we don't need to play defense, and he's not gonna be inefficient because you know why? We have KD. It's gonna be our primary scorer. Bring the load up, and KD don't need the ball. Jaylen Brown don't need the ball.
Pause.
Pause. The thing is, we're gonna run the action. We're gonna run that. The dribble handoff, the pick and roll between. We can run multiple offenses. We can run pick and roll with Trae and AD. We can run dribble handout with JJ and KD. Jaylen Brown 2, and we're gonna run the motion offense. Anthony Davis defensively averages 5 blocks this series, and we have Jaren Jackson Jr. who averages 4 blocks.
And also, you're
gonna run a motion offense with Trae Young.
Having Jaren Jackson and AD on the court at the same time defensively is insane.
And we're gonna put what's the name in the corner? JJ in the corner. Jaylen Brown gonna be a 3-and-D guy. Jaylen Brown can also ISO get the buckets too, and he's gonna clamp down whoever. Fox ain't gonna move on JB. We're gonna put Trae on Vando and leave him in the corner because Vando's self-check. Jokic is gonna be fighting with AD and JJ. And who else? I got Fox. Yeah. Marlon team, you're done. You're out of here. Check out.
Nah, I'm just saying though.
You know what though?
And we got and not only that, if Trae Young sticking up defensively, that's why we got DeJounte Murray and all of DeJounte
Trae Young is stepping up defensively.
No, I said if he stinks it up. If he stinks it up.
Okay. If he stinks it
up. All we need is DeJounte just to play defense and play make and lead the offense to KD, Brown, and AD.
De'Aaron Fox is frying Trae Young.
I love.
That's why we got DeJounte Murray.
I think Dev's team is very scary in the front court. I think the back court's a little shaky.
I think my team is very dangerous.
I think.
All right, now I want to do this. Everybody,
but Steve Kerr can back. But Steve Kerr's good with light.
How about this? Everybody watching this video.
Marlon, I'm looking right at you. Marlon, I am looking right at you.
Let me talk. You talk.
Oh, okay. I think what we should do is we should look at our team, be completely truthful about this. What team amongst us? What team do we match up with the best, and what team do we match up with the worst?
I match up Marlon team the best.
I'm not gonna lie. I think we all match up with Marlon team the best.
I don't know.
You know what though? You know what? Just for context, just for content's sake, I think I match up against Dev's team the best. Having AD and Triple J against Bam and Embiid will be a very good matchup.
That's gonna be a hard task for them.
It's gonna be a great matchup, and I think having the task to guard Jimmy Butler and Ant-Man as my wings.
Yeah, that's gonna be hard.
With
you got Curry,
you have KD, who is okay defensively, and then you also have
really good. Don't cap.
And then you have also Jaylen Brown, who can somewhat guard Jimmy Butler in the playoffs. Maybe. I don't really know.
Even if I switch out DeJounte, it's still gonna be Steph Curry, so it don't matter.
And I still have Steph Curry, and also on top of that, every single person especially my big men, they all know how to set screens and they don't know how to do dribble handoffs. So I'm chilling with that.
Only thing about your team is
every single person on my team can pass the ball. On top of that, every single person on my team can at least play some form of defense. Curry may be the biggest.
The shooting might be other than Curry. The shooting gonna be a little like up and down.
Little up and down, but you know what? We take that risk.
All right, for me, I think my team, it matches up the best with Justin's for the simple fact that Justin has two players on his team that I don't think can coincide alongside each other, and Edwards and Jimmy Butler. I think they both command the ball in their hands a ton. Edwards in particular,
very similar players.
Edwards in particular just cannot play off the ball at all. I mean, he can make cuts to the rim, but Edwards is a floor spacer on catch and shoot threes.
But
great.
You think Jamal Murray, Jason Tatum are not going to be demanding?
Jamal Murray
doesn't need the ball.
Jamal Murray has proven that he can play off a superstar, though.
Wait, you had Jason Tatum.
I had Jason Tatum, Jamal Murray, and
Devin Booker.
Devin Booker.
Devin Booker, Jason Tatum.
But the thing with Ant is playing with Karl Anthony Towns and Mike Conley. Devin Booker is dropping 40 with Kevin Durant on his team.
Well, Kevin Durant is the playmaker.
Jason Tatum is having, I don't want to say MVP caliber, but like all NBA caliber seasons with another high volume scorer on his team and Jaylen Brown.
Who's your playmaker?
Jamal Murray. Are you saying Murray can't play make?
I'm not saying he can't, but if he's your only playmaker, I don't know.
I would say playmaking is probably a weakness of the team, but I still think we have
bad weakness,
but not.
I think I match up good with P.
Marlon, you're just out of the fucking question. By the way, you're just out of the question.
I think I match up good.
And by the way, defensively, this team is insane. I think I've easily like the second best defensive team up here. I might give the slight edge to Dev, but then again, the Trae Young tax is
my team is not good defensively.
And that's why we got
my team is like so clearly the best offensive team. It's not even like.
I don't know, man. You have Mitch Robb and Jared Vanderbilt on here.
I think you know what, Marlon? I have a prediction of what your stat line is going to be. You guys are going to average.
Your team's going to be able to rebound. They'll get rebounds.
Marlon, your team's going to average over 1,500 passes. And only get 5 buckets. Only get 5 buckets, but average 1,500 passes.
Listen, in the clutch time, I got KD and Trae in the clutch.
Bro, in the clutch time, I was gonna say something really nasty. I'm not even gonna say.
You got Mitchell Robinson?
I got for real. I got De'Aaron Fox, Mr. Clutch Player of the Year. So there we go.
In a 7-game series, I don't care. I'm sweeping Marlon.
No.
I'm
Yes.
beating Justin in 6.
You are
and I
not
might
beating
lose,
me at 6.
and I might lose to Dev in 7.
We are not saying that
Yeah.
my team is the
Yes.
third best team.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's too tough.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not glazing.
You know,
here when I
Steve
say
Kerr
this.
makes adjustments too.
And
Steve Kerr gonna make some
and I'm not gonna be, and I'm not glazing here when I say this. I think Dev has the best team up here.
I'm a versatile team.
That sounds like
I do
lazy.
have a versatile team though.
And it's because I completely forgot. It's because I completely forgot about guys like Kevin Durant. Completely forgot about guys like
Top 5
AD.
player in the world, man.
Wait, Dev, who's your bench player?
DeJounte.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot about that.
And I'm gonna run this one. I have a lineup I can run too. I can run.
But then I think DeJounte Murray, bro.
We can go a small too. We can go a small ball. My small ball is elite.
Bro, defensively, DeJounte Murray, Jaylen Brown, Kevin Durant, Jaren Jackson, and Anthony Davis. That's like probably the greatest defensive lineup ever. Like, you know how insane that is?
We can rotate everything. Like
to have
switch
two
everything.
to have 2 elite rim protectors who can also switch out to the perimeter. With Kevin Durant, who is still like, he's fine. DeJounte Murray,
he's not fine. He's good.
Okay, at worst, he's fine. DeJounte Murray, who's like one of the best perimeter defenders or point of attack defenders in the league, and then Jaylen Brown, who's also really, really good. So I mean, that's like unbelievable. And with Steve Kerr as that coach,
Steve Kerr's gonna make the offense. Steve Kerr's an offensive genius, so he's gonna make some offense.
You guys are acting like Spo's not gonna do nothing.
Spo's a defensive genius.
I never said that.
Steve
I never
Kerr,
said he wasn't. I
Steve
said my main problem was Jimmy Butler and Anthony Edwards on the same team.
Steve Kerr is better than him.
I also don't like. I also don't like Bam.
Mike Brown.
I also don't like Bam and Embiid on the same team either. If
What?
I'm being quite honest, I don't like.
Is this the end of the video?
Yeah.
Hey, Mike Brown gonna have to pop a perk to coach your team.
Hey, but we need to. I think. Wow. Okay. All right. Let's let Marlon get his off.
Well, for
his shots off or his passes off?
Stop.
No. Marlon, who's your team matchup?
Marlon,
who's your team matchup with the best, and who's the matchup with the worst?
I match up with Hold on, Justin. What's your team, bro? Hold on.
I got Curry, Butler, Ant-Man,
Curry, Edwards,
Bam, and Embiid.
Embiid.
I love the matchup. I love the matchup.
Embiid is cooking Jokic on any night.
Well,
Curry is literally dogging Fox. You have no one to stop Jimmy Butler.
We're gonna put Vanderbilt.
Need I say more?
But then again, who's stopping?
That's what I'm saying. But you can't guard anybody on my team either. You can't guard.
But then again, like
the score is going to be 145 to 140. I can live with that.
Yeah, Nikola Jokic. But then again, like I said, Jokic got to play like the entire game.
Yeah, that's fine.
Bro, your 6th man is fucking Mitchell Robinson.
No, it's Vanderbilt. No, it's Jared Vanderbilt.
And Mitch no, don't do that. Don't do that. Mitch Rob.
Vanderbilt's starting.
Hey, Mitch Rob gonna come in there and get some rim protection.
Okay. So Mitch Rob's coming off the bench. Okay.
Mitch Rob gonna come in there and get some.
You not hear yourself. You have Mitch Rob coming off the bench.
Wait, I just realized something. Mitch Rob is hardly gonna play.
Mitch Rob is getting offensive rebounds, so we're gonna be good.
With Jokic?
Jokic don't miss.
Who does your team match up with the worst, Marlon?
Everyone.
I'm not gonna lie.
If there's a series where you were gonna get swept in, who would it be?
Probably P5. I don't like the matchup. Actually, no, because Andrew Wiggins had Jason Tatum in jail last year. So
last year. We're talking about this year's first round.
Hey, I love the Andrew Wiggins on Jason. We're just gonna say Dev just because.
If we talk about last year, I would just the whole Warriors lineup.
Hey, listen.
Okay. Dev won episode 1 of.
Yes, sir.
He did not win. Oh,
yes, he did. Yes, he did.
I guess. All right, you know what?
I'm a GM.
Hey, we'll leave it to the comments if they watch to this part.
No,
I'm the best. But
like, listen, but now to end it off, and I know I've kind of Justin. Never mind, Justin, you're the host. Go ahead.
Yeah. You know what? After that draft, everyone leave a comment as to who's your best team, who's the worst team. We all know who it starts with. M. Anyways, that's the end of the video. Hope y'all hope y'all subscribe. Just comment down the best and worst teams. Hopefully we're gonna start doing this on a more consistent basis. We're gonna start talking about the predictions next topic and upcoming topics coming forward.
What that?
Exactly. Topics coming
the tier list,
forward.
the tier list,
And I will be pushing my Brandon Miller agenda.
Exactly. So topics coming forward for the episodes.
I will be pushing the Giannis is not top 3 agenda.
I got you. Hold on. Let me cap it off. Let me cap it off real quick.
Right.
So that's the end. You know, we got other topics coming forward. We got tier listing. We got rankings. We got the best teams. We got the best players. We got making our own best 75s. We have college editions of the upcoming draft. Who we think are comparisons, buzz, everything. We got everything going on right now. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for listening. Hope y'all enjoy it, and I hope y'all have a good day. Peace.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Family.
Boom. That's lit.